We're getting set for a team match today on Schmoedown, and it's quite an interesting one at that. So interesting, in fact, if you had predicted a year ago that this match was going to happen, you would have been laughed at, and probably would have been the Facebook page's punchline of the week, maybe even month for that matter. It's Andrew Ghai and Robert Meyer Burnett taking on Ben Batemen and Bobby Gucci. It still doesn't sound right saying it even right now, but it's real. It's happening, and we're going to check it out today on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. And welcome back. So, this team match that I still can't believe is going to happen, and based on what I've heard from a bunch of people on the Facebook page, probably is not going to happen. I've seen a lot of people throw out the possibility of Drew McWeeny possibly getting involved in this match. I'm kind of inclined to agree. It's not a matter of if Drew gets involved, it's a matter of how. I kind of actually want to see this match play out because this match is just so bizarre. I can't even really describe it. Because so many people are actually predicting that Drew is going to get involved, I actually think the swerve would be that this match actually happens. And honestly, I want to see this match happen because I actually think this would be quite an entertaining match and a really even match. I think if you put Drew in there, I think it slightly leans towards Guy and Drew. I still think that Ben and Tom can hold their own. But who knows? I mean, I'm really curious to see how this is going on. I'm not quite sure what the stipulation of this is. I've heard rumors of what this is, but am not 100% sure. So I guess there's nothing left to do but to check this out. So yeah, let this interesting match progress in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, that's right, Daddy's
This
home.
past Friday.
1 month down, 1 guy back, baby. Woo! Easiest time I've ever served in my life. Wait, hold on, wait. The boss is back.
You're talking about that idiot.
I am.
I love you, man. You look fucking good. It's good to have you back.
Do you live here? What are you doing here?
I kind of do. They locked me in a room for 6 months.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They keep trying to lock me up, but I'm always coming back out, baby. I am always.
Oh.
I can't believe you would have the balls to show your face here. Are you kidding me? First of all, if one of us has a pair of balls, it's me. And secondly, I actually had to serve a little bit of time for putting someone through a table. Do you remember that? Drew, you're a clown, and you're gonna have to play me. I'm gonna embarrass you. Okay, well, first of all, I've already TKO'd your teammate. I've TKO'd a 3-time champion, and you know what? I would love to play you, but I can't. Because the guy that runs this place says I can't play you yet.
That's not exactly what was said. Yes, you cannot play in a singles match just yet. However, Sam and I have talked it over, and we have come to an agreement with a stipulation, which is that it will be a teams match that you are able to play each other in. And you're welcome to choose whatever teammate you want, and then you can take this feud to the Schmoedown Arena, as it should be.
You pick anybody you want. I will. You know what? Fine. You know what? I choose Robert Meyer Burnett. Really?
Whoa.
You pick Burnett as your teammate for this match. Drew, that's a great decision. I have to tell you, I actually have somebody who has some business to be done with this moron too. I'd like to introduce you to Tom Dagnino, my guy for this match.
Bonjour, morons. You're working out. You look
Bonjour.
Hat, man.
Oh, this one?
Nice.
You'll never see it. Shatner wasn't in this, so you never.
I'll burn that down.
Yeah.
I will Burnett it down.
Yeah, well.
Gotta bring Shatner involved. Poor Jim Kirk.
You know what? Is that where you were? Is that where you've been for the last like 6 months?
Gentlemen, what are you saying?
We've
had enough, okay?
I want to play you.
Guy locks me in a room for 6 months, doesn't come back, no food, no water, no Netflix.
Shut your
I'd
mouth.
be surprised if you guys get ready to spin the wheel.
I'm looking forward to it, baby. I'm looking forward to it.
Adios, morons.
That asshole.
I'm gonna Burnett him down.
Burnett with the JTH level puns. Whoosh. Team League. I thought it was divisions. Oh, they just can't decide. It still does not look right, even seeing it on there now. Hello, Mark. Hello, Christian. The gang's all here. Uh-oh. Called him by his full name. He must be in trouble.
Two beers at the REO Speedwagon concert I attended last night because I knew I had to be ready for an A-list match here today.
Look, this is something else, man. This is a...
You can say that.
This has been touted as the first battle in the Action Civil War because Ben Bateman, Andrew Ghai, they used to be brothers. They used to be really good friends. Wear the belts. That was the motto. They made it to the finals of the Ultimate Schmoedown tournament back in 2017, and then it just all went to hell. We had Who's the Boss?
Hell in a
Ben Mark
handbasket.
Riley win the tournament last year. Guy doesn't handle it well.
Nope.
Puts his partner through a table at the Spectacular.
And Bibiani cries.
Really went south from there. And then you look at the New York event. What happened in New York?
We had a great time.
We had a great time. Ben Bateman crashed the New York event. I had made a judgment that Guy was going to be out for the whole year, and Bateman told me no. Can't do it. He said, you got to let me play the guy. I suspended him for a month. He came back, and then here's the stipulation. Commissioner Emma Fife says, here's the deal, guys. You guys are going to play in a teams match. Whoever wins this match today will be able to choose the stipulation of their singles match that will happen in May. It will happen. They will be able to choose where and what and how and all of that. And you've got Bateman and Dagnino when Guy and Burnett formed as a team.
You know, you bring up the Ben Bateman.
So I did hear the stipulation correctly.
Because we had just done two great matches. I was ready to crack open an ice cold Zima and forget about it. And then he shows up, and you gotta wonder deep inside psychologically, was it because he thinks that he is actually better than Guy, or was it a face-saving move because he's getting so much stuff about he can't defeat Guy again? I don't know what's gonna happen today, but I know it's gonna be a lot of fireworks.
Well, I mean, listen, this is a huge promo. There's a lot of stuff. We gotta stop.
I can't wait to hear this.
Here you go.
Nice music.
Well, Captain, here we are. Day one of the Action Army Civil War.
We were playing Lady Guy. Is that who he is?
The boss. I knew what we could have had, man. You're the one that threw it all away. You're the short-sighted little boy that can't see the big picture. He's somebody who made a poor decision today going into something he should have cared about. I could take them on 2-on-1. I knocked your old teammate out. Riley, I knocked Murrow out. He's a 3-time champ. You don't stand a chance in the ring against me. And now, I got a captain. I got a faction. I got a family.
Triple first name, Myers-Briggs test. He got kicked out of the Four Horsemen. We booted him out of the Lion's Den. He'll get kicked out of this faction, whatever they're calling themselves.
I chose you to inspire me, to build fire behind the family, and I chose you to inspire the whole league. They need better. They deserve better. And you know what? We're going to give it to him. By the time this thing's over, he's going to be the butt of a joke in your puppet show. That's how this guy is. I can't do it. He's so serious. This is a joke for me. This is a joke for you. I don't even know why he's putting himself in the line of fire like this. When we win today, when I win today, we get to decide all the stipulations, all the things about that next match. We'll be playing home court, baby. It's just one step closer.
A trivia
to the
match
goal.
over
One
fire?
match off our list. That's all we're here to do. He reeks of desperation, man. He wants a belt so bad, he will do anything for it. We're everything this league's ever wanted. Captain, Take us home, baby.
Well, you know, it's really great to be on a team with you because I do feel that family bond, the familial bond that will take us far. But let me just tell you,
There it is.
what's going to happen here. I am here with this man to Burnett it all down. We're going to burn the Schmoedown down. We're going to destroy everybody. This faction built with love because we are family. But everyone, Merle, Ethan Irwin, Ben Batemen, all of them.
Guy, that was just a hologram. You don't want to beat up a hologram. They hurt.
Fireworks City, as you see, Burnett screaming and yelling. Bateman and Dagnino.
Like that.
No, Dagnino and Burnett have a big beef too, by the way. Dagnino, who used to have that mask, that got burnt to the ground, or burn it to the ground, as you say, Mr. Robert Burnett himself, and he did it.
See what he did?
Thank you. Appreciate it. This got it. Well, you know you're on fire when the beast laughs at one of your jokes.
Zing!
So, anyway, here they are, and they're ready to go. Dagnino wants Burnett, Bateman wants Ghai, and we have it. It's fired up, and we're ready to go. The stipulations of what is going to happen in that singles match in May.
I'll tell you what, I will say this about the team of former Action Army gentlemen. They're really good at cutting a promo. Then you take Burnett and Dagnino. If we could combine their vocal talents into one person, Burnett's so loud,
The studio would collapse,
they got a perfect promo
which is
guy.
not good. Y'all are renting the place.
I can't hear anything, Tom.
Sorry. All right, well, with that, look at notable accomplishments, nothing. They've never played together, so let's start the match.
We don't know.
All right, are you ready to go?
I am prepared to
Notable accomplishments, they can talk.
It's time for
Movie Trivia Schmoedown. They can talk, they can talk, they can talk.
Introducing first. Oh, this is the match. Oh boy. Representing Who's the Boss?
Dun, dun, dun.
Making their Schmoedown team debut. He is the
At first I thought it was the Universal theme. Dun, 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 dun.
The Boss Batemen, and there's Mark Riley's there. Who the fuck? These guys got cheers.
It's so weird to see them together to get cheers. Dagnino's got one of my Coors Lights. Mark Riley. There should have been Bateman. His signature looked right into the camera.
Well, Riley's sitting this one out here because obviously Who's the Boss has a big match in April in the Chicago event. But now you get the manager of Dagnino, team up Bateman, because Dagnino wants Burnett.
There's so many
So
questions here to
weird.
ask, Christian.
Yeah, all right, so let's see. Here we go. And their opponents, representing the family.
The family.
Making
All in the family.
team debut, the captain, Robert Meyer Burnett, and dastardly True Guy.
He said something, I don't know. Bateman trying to laugh it off. Burnett being loud on the other side of the arena. Dagnino just filing his nails. He's actually touching his beard.
That's it. Look at it. They're sitting down. They're ready for the match.
I'm calling the
And
cops.
they're good to go here as they sit down. They're the two teams. And look at Bateman will smile.
What's up, buddy?
I hate to cut you boys off, but something actually happened to me earlier. I actually got cut off by someone who's, a little quick to the gun over there on the other side of the table. I actually didn't agree to this.
That's nonsense. He agreed to it. I was right
Please
there.
don't interrupt me once again.
You're saying you
before
didn't.
I throw you through another goddamn table.
Language.
This one is not my.
Wait. All right, you said
need to calm down.
But you said you did agree to the teams match.
Of course I did.
Oh.
I just didn't agree to this specific team.
So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is, I've got another person who's been betrayed, abandoned, forgotten. Someone who had another person on their team that thought they were just a little bit too good for them.
Yep, here it comes.
Didn't have their eye on the prize, weren't playing the long game. So I'd like to introduce the real person that I'll be playing with, my real teammates. You guys might know him. Let's cue the music, please.
What is?
No.
Oh.
No.
I know that music. Is this-
Oh. Oh no.
The Godfather is here! The Godfather is here! The Godfather is here!
Hello, buddy.
Hand on his shoulder.
They're shaking hands. They are indeed confirmed as teammates.
Look at Burnett. Burnett set this whole thing up.
He doesn't know.
Burnett set this whole thing up.
What a top.
You were so likable, Drew.
Burnett set this whole
Charlatan
thing up.
maneuver.
Charlatan? I love Charlotte's Web. Wait, that's not what he means.
Burnett did this to the Horseman.
Make me proud.
Oh, and just like that,
Their de facto manager now with Drew McWeeny and Andrew Ghai becoming teammates.
So now, and I got an okay from the commissioner. The commissioner, Emma Fife, said that's
gave you the
exactly what
thumbs
Andrew
up.
Guy did tell her. He did tell her
What?
that. He did tell her.
What are you doing here?
All right.
Winning.
This is not your fight.
Ah.
What are you doing?
Oh, winning.
Scared?
Boy.
Are you scared,
There's
boss?
nothing you could do to scare me.
All right. Well, here we go.
Wait a minute here.
Yeah. What do you got?
Is this for real?
This is for real. Unless you
I
guys
wanted
forfeit.
to play the Pyro
We're
Moron.
gonna start the match. Are you gonna forfeit or are you gonna
No,
play?
we're not gonna.
No.
Dagnino, it's fine. He's
Okay.
a chump. This
All
guy.
right.
Okay.
Stipulation: whoever wins this match gets to pick.
We
the
can beat this guy.
stipulation.
This guy can't win at anything.
I am ready, sir.
Round number one. How's that work?
In round number one, the field of competitors is going to hear 8 questions from 8 different corners.
Well, this
of
took
the movie Trivia
a
Schmoedown
turn.
Galaxy. These questions are asked to
It's
the
like I
field,
said, a lot of
and
people
it is a
saw
test
this
of
coming.
individual
I'm actually-
knowledge. You may not
the
rely
biggest
on your
swerve would have
teammates'
been
knowledge for
there would have been no
round number one. Any
swerve.
point that you do accrue goes to your team's total. Like I said, each question's worth 1 point. There's no stealing.
I
There's
also
no penalty for
apologize
missing
if
a
I'm
question
talking
in
a little
round
bit
number one.
loud.
I will remind each team
These headphones
of
are
your
new,
3 usages of
and
the
they're very
JTE
much
rule
noise
throughout the
reduction,
duration of the
and
match. If you didn't hear
I
it,
actually
you
don't
buy
know
yourself
how
some time
loud
to
I
use
am
the
talking
JTE rule.
when I'm
You also each,
speaking.
as a team, have 1
We're gonna-
challenge. And
we're gonna
Christian,
actually
that's the rules. Drew
push them
McWeeny
back
with
a
his
little bit,
trademark
so
Coca-Cola Zero.
it doesn't
and
sound like
Tom
I'm screaming.
Dagnino with one of my 6 celebratory Coors Light Goodbye to Movie Talk beers.
All right. Well, here we go. Andrew Guy, McWeeny, are you ready?
I'm ready. Absolutely.
Dagnino, Bateman, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay!
Throaty crowd here today, partner. Here we go. Question
Get
number
rowdy.
one in the realm of directors, gentlemen. Directors. Name the only film that Steven Spielberg has directed Leonardo DiCaprio in.
Can you name Steven Spielberg's
boy.
name as it appears in Springfield in The Simpsons?
Spielbergo.
Senor Spielberg.
Close. 5, 4,
Did you mess
3,
with my pen?
2, 1.
Wolf of
Pens
Wall
down.
Street.
And Andrew Guy?
The Aviator?
That is incorrect. Dagnino.
Catch me if you can.
That's
Oh,
correct.
shit.
McWeeny.
That would be Catch Me If You Can.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
and Bateman.
That'd be. I can't believe Andrew missed that question.
Can't either.
Catch Me If You Can is correct. So
Unbelievable.
Bateman and Dagnino going up 2-1 here. All right, next question.
Not a good
Move
start
on
for me.
to a world that Bateman and
I don't-
Guy know
I don't
pretty
watch
well.
many
Action
DiCaprio
adventure
films.
movies. And your question is, who plays Dalton's best friend, Wade Garrett, in the Oscar-winning film Roadhouse?
Five,
I actually can't believe I missed that.
4,
either.
Throat gets rid
3,
I've been playing a long
2,
time.
You just have a good partner, you know.
1. Pens
Is it
down.
Sam Elliott?
Dagnino. Pens down.
Hey,
Hey, what do you got? That's
Done.
it.
Done.
What is that? That's not.
Nope.
William Forsythe.
There's not-
William Forsythe.
There's absolutely nothing on that board. Yeah.
That'd be Sam Elliott.
It is
Okay.
Sam Elliott.
Ben.
You're all fucked up, mijo.
Sam Elliott. Thanks for not cursing. And
Sam Elliott. I can follow the rules. I won't say the F word.
thank you, Sam Elliott.
It's a line from the film.
was a
Why don't
quick-
you have some class?
That was a
In
super
that
quick
tuxedo
5 count.
jacket.
There's children.
Watch your effing
I
mouth.
couldn't even get the count.
There's about 20 counts.
You know,
No, was
comes-
it?
those numbers come quick when you can't count.
All right, you should have seen Roadhouse 30 times by now.
Horror/thriller. Horror/thriller.
Lovely.
These are both starring Morgan Freeman. Which psychological thriller is the sequel to the 1997 film Kiss the Girls?
I'd say the best Morgan Freeman impression of all time goes to our good friend, Median, Freddie Locke.
He's really good.
Jeez,
Fantastic.
I have no idea.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, sir. Both starring Morgan
Thanks for
Freeman.
buying me more
Which
time. It
psychological
will not help.
thriller is the sequel to the 1997 film Kiss the Girls?
So I'm trying to have it.
5,
We're still trying to conjure it.
4,
Okay, Dags, it's a rig match anyway.
3, 2,
No clue.
Match,
1.
what a little
Pens
bitch.
down. McWeeny
I do not have it.
and Bateman.
That would be Along Came a Spider.
Correct.
Oh.
And Guy. Guy.
be a long came a spider.
That's correct. Dagnino.
The Bone Collector.
So 4-4, tie game.
He was in that. No, I was gonna.
Good guess though. At least he had something. And got a laugh out of
We
it.
move on to the next category, and that is the world of comedies. Ha 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 ha.
That's this match.
The Morgan
match
I
is
agree.
the Bone Collector, right?
This match is what you would call a Zucker-Abrams-Zucker spoof.
Yeah.
And your question is, who played the not-too-bright Karen Smith in the film Mean Girls? Yeah, this whole thing.
Ben Bateman
One
has
big
not missed.
Lapalooza.
Bateman has not missed yet.
I'm seeing pretty good penmanship from every gentleman except for obviously
4,
Finstock.
3, 2,
Kirsten
1.
Dunst.
Ben's down. Bateman.
It'll be Amanda Seyfried.
Yes, it is. Guy.
Be Amanda Seyfried.
Yep. And Dagnino?
Lacey Charvet.
No. McQueenie.
I did not have Miss Seyfried's last name.
No, McQueenie didn't have it either, so still tied up here because both the old action boys got it. 5-5. 5-5.
Do you see what we could have been?
5-5.
Was Lacey Charvet in that?
I'm on a real team.
All right.
Lacey Chabert was.
All right, here we go. Next question, guys. Shh. Fantasy sci-fi. What fantasy film introduced the characters Jacob Black, Edward Cullen, and Bella Swan? You heard it that time.
Don't think too hard, bud.
Bateman and Guy throwing jabs, it seems,
5.
after every question.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Never-ending
Pens down.
story?
Guy.
Would that be Twilight New Moon?
It's Twilight.
That's incorrect.
He's not in the first one. Jacob's not in the first one.
Yes, he is.
He is?
Yeah, he is.
But
That's
It is.
incorrect.
It's incorrect. Dagnino.
Twilight.
That's correct.
I have Twilight.
Correct. And Ben.
I have Twilight.
And that's correct. So 7-6. Bateman has not missed yet.
At least he was closer than I was.
Next question here.
Andrew
Next
Guy
question.
answering it too well. He
Too
got
well.
the title, but he also
He's
put
done
the
that.
subtitle
He's
of the
done that
sequel.
before. He's done that before. In
Too much
previous
knowledge inside that head,
New
it would
Moon?
appear, along with a lot of anger.
haven't seen him.
Your next question is in the world of animated.
He's not
movies.
ashamed to say
These are
it.
Animated films drawn by hand.
Yeah,
on
I might get
computer.
this one.
Your question is, what is the name of the city that is home to Aladdin in Disney's Aladdin? Christian making a face. Okay.
I would have reworded that.
That's a. I don't know what the issue is.
Okay.
Making a face like you just smelled something.
Is it like
rotten.
fictional? Is it a fictional town?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Agrabah.
1. Pens down. And Tom. There's no way you got it.
Foley?
No. McQueenie.
No, I don't have it.
Ben.
Is it Agrabah?
That's correct. And Guy.
Alibaba.
Alibaba.
Agrabah is correct. Ben Bateman
Jeez.
hit it. Ben Bateman has not missed.
That's right. He is.
I'm actually kind of surprised what's going on right now.
So 2-point lead here by Bateman and Dagnino. And here's the next question here. In 80s movies,
Yes.
80s movies, who voices the baby, Mikey, in the film Look Who's Talking?
Have you ever seen that movie?
love
Get
it.
this. The baby can think. You get it?
I think all babies
the
can.
The baby actually thinks and like can talk. That's why it's called Look Who's Talking. Sorry.
5, 4,
That was a poor choice of words.
Some class
2,
left in your bones.
Bruce
1.
Willis.
Hands down, please. And
Tuxedo
Drew
jacket.
McQueenie.
That would be Bruce Willis.
Yes, it is. Ben.
Bruce Willis.
Yep. Andrew.
Bruce Willis.
Yep. And Dagnino.
Bruce Willis.
All right.
You know,
What a fake out.
Barely written, but he got it.
he got
What a fake out by the Gucci.
So here's how it goes. If Ben Bateman hits this one, he has a perfect round and he gets a chance for the bonus. So here we go, Mark. Please ask the question.
Once again, this is question number 8. It is asked to the field. Each and every competitor is welcome to answer.
Or
It's a
try to
Patreon
at least.
question, and it comes from a loyal supporter for a long time of the show, Jake Hammer.
The hammer, 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 hammer.
You gotta do it. You gotta do what you do. Jake
Jake the Hammer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jake, for supporting the show. If
Yeah,
you,
you don't
one day
want
wanna
none of
have
this
your name
power.
said by this golden throat, just simply look at the movie Trivia Schmoedown and select which tier is right for you. Jake wants the category of drama. Certainly no shortage of that here today. The question in the world of dramas from Jake Hammer is, in what 2001 biopic was Pablo Escobar portrayed by Cliff Curtis? So anyway, babies don't sound like Bruce Willis if they could talk, right?
I don't think so.
For everybody?
You get it?
Is this question for everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
I totally don't live in an air duct.
You knew?
What bio?
5, 4,
I have no idea.
3,
Good question, Jake
Two,
the Hammer.
one.
Question?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Thanks for stalling more time. It will not help.
Pablo Escobar, portrayed by Cliff Curtis. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
No.
Can you imagine a baby
That's the
saying
guy with the weird
yippee-ki-yay?
face, right? He has like
5,
yeah.
4, 3, 2.
Let's just say the Blair Witch Project.
Please, guy, pens down, and we have Bateman.
Low?
Oh.
Correct.
Not even
Guy
close.
didn't have it. Dagnino?
That's what I had and I erased it. What a loser.
Didn't have it. Nothing. All right, and
McQueenie had
had it. Okay, so Guy and McQueenie have 9. Bateman and Dagnino have 11. Bateman has a perfect round, so he gets the bonus
Oh,
question.
I didn't even realize that.
And this is just for you guys, so now you don't have to write anything down. Bateman, here you go. Who directed The Frighteners?
You can just tell us,
say
Ben.
it. You just say it, Ben.
Ben, you can just tell us anytime you're
Just
ready.
tell us.
Peter Jackson.
1
There you
point.
go.
There you go. So
That's a
three-point
round.
lead. Three-point lead, and Bateman is starting off strong his season 6 here as he gets a perfect round, and that's usually what Drew McQueenie's doing, but now Bateman takes it, perfect round, and we start round number 2. Mark, how's that go?
In round number 2, each team is
I was
gonna
actually
hear
expecting
6
the
total
score to
questions.
be
How do we get this
reversed.
question simple? You spin that wheel.
You know,
of
maybe
doom,
Ben would have got
fate,
like 7.
Justice.
Tom could have got
That
like
has
2.
12 different categories. 10 are movie trivia genres, and the last 2 are opponents and spinners' choice. If you don't like the category that your team spun, you are awarded a mulligan, which is golf for do-over. However,
Thank you.
if you spin
The
opponent's
golf
choice,
fan in me
you do
appreciates.
have to be stuck with whatever your opponents select for you. Each question in round number 2 is worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options. One of them is right. You get a point if you get that one correct. Keep in mind, teams, stealing is legal in round number 2. And because it is round number 2, the teams are allowed to confer
This is like
with
the
each other.
Purge.
So
All
you have 2
things
competitors
are
per
legal,
team. You can
including
talk
theft.
amongst yourselves, but we do enforce the 15-second time limit. And Christian, fun for today. The wheel for today's match is sponsored by our own Schmoedown patron, John Layton. How about a hand for John out there? John sponsored slices. You got Kevin Smith and you got 90s up there, courtesy of John. And we have a wheel slice for today's match, and that is your dear friend, Julia Roberts.
Yeah, she's a good
Julia
pal,
Roberts.
Good pal.
Christian accosted her. She managed to smile during a photograph and immediately left the conversation.
Ish.
And we will say the name of that patron who sponsored that wheel slice if Julia is landed on.
Understood. All right, so with that, Bateman and Dagnino, you guys are in the lead right now. Would you like to spin first or go second?
I want to watch specifically Andrew Guy walk over to the wheel so I can watch his dreams crumble.
You're not allowed to pick who spins, but you are deferring
you
to
only played 20
Guy.
matches last year and didn't win any
It is going to be
awards,
McQueenie who
but
spins it.
that's not how it works.
McQueenie's just letting the kids fight as he
That's
walks
right.
to the wheel.
Ugh.
Do you
McQueenie, a
enjoy
good
talking?
Don't make me turn this car around.
Family Guy. There we go.
Here's the spin.
That's a nice.
It's a good spin. Good
That's a
spin
nice-
by the
What an
Godfather.
evil
You know,
spin.
the Godfather is going to be looking for
spin.
90s.
Confident stroke from the Godfather. Now, again, if he hits Julia Roberts, then we get to say the name of the patron, and Christian's going to get very excited.
So much strength behind that man.
Christian, this is coming around awful
Coming
fast,
around.
and
It could go to
this could be
90s.
90s. That is a Patreon slice.
Drew wants it.
They're going to
Guy
take it.
wants it.
They're going to take it. We're moving to 90s.
All right, here we go, gentlemen. All right. 90s movies, guys. You got 6 questions in the realm of 90s. You ready to go?
Yes.
All right. Who directed American History X?
Tony K.
Correct.
He didn't even
Thanks for consulting me,
Ask him, didn't
pal.
he?
That movie.
All right. Next question. Which famous actor says this line? That'll
James
do,
Cromwell.
Babe. In 1995's Babe.
Okay. James Cromwell.
That's correct for 2 points.
That'll do.
All right. Next question. In 1995's Friday, who plays the Big Worm, the psychopathic neighborhood drug supplier?
Tiny Lister.
It's incorrect.
Ooh,
For the steal, this is
Chris
a big
Tucker?
points they can get.
probably not.
Oh my God.
I don't think it's either him or Q. Must be a
4,
supporting guy.
3, 2,
Repeat the question.
second one. In 1995's Friday, who plays the Big Worm, the psychopathic neighborhood drug supplier? 5, 4.
His name is Cedric something. Fuck.
It's close. Faison Love.
Come on! He's a great comedian.
It almost rhymes with
Thank
Cedric.
you for all the laugh
I knew it wasn't Cedric the Entertainer, but I thought it was Cedric.
That's close.
Question.
Based on Love, he's from Brooklyn.
Question 4. In Home Alone, Which appliance located in the basement is Kevin
the furnace.
afraid of?
The furnace.
2 points.
2 points. They're back on the right track. That's going to be a big missed steal potentially that Batemen and Dagnino couldn't capitalize on.
Here's number 5. 2 questions left. Here's number 5. After Robert De Niro's character becomes paranoid in Goodfellas and starts killing off his family members towards the end of the film, spoiler, which song plays when the dead bodies are being shown?
I'm guessing it's not Staying Alive.
Layla.
Layla's correct.
Yeah.
Got me on
Hey, I was right. It was not Staying Alive.
Final question here, guys.
Odd choice.
Final question. Here we go. Who played reporter Gail Weathers in 1996?
Courtney Cox.
Scream.
Go for it.
Courtney Cox.
2 points.
All right.
All right.
The crowd moaning a little bit with that.
I know a little bit about 90s. Not enough to say I'm smart.
They ran through the 90s pretty
They just missed
spectacular.
one, and there was no steal taken, so they have a 7-point lead now as Dagnino and Batemen are up to spin.
All right, gentlemen, give it a nice gentle spin from the wheel, not the peg. I'm going to invoke the wrath of Christian.
Let's go, preacher champ.
Avenge my coffee table.
White tuck. No. Go back. Bateman.
Nice spin.
What are we saying? That's not a good spin?
No, it's fine.
That's a great spin. It's going around like 9 times.
It's going around. That's fine.
Guys are
Here we
so in the muscles. Oh, this could be big for Dagnino. Sports. But does Bateman want it?
He got whacked with sports last time he played against Makuga.
We're gonna see who feels confident in that category. Because Dagnino, you know he wants it. Bateman, maybe not so much.
I don't think Dagnino wants it. I think Dagnino just told him to spin again because Dagnino hit that against Makuga.
Okay.
He did?
Like he's got it out.
I remember he did it against Nost,
There's the spin.
but a bunch of them were my questions, so he had no chance.
Spin is in, and you see Mark Riley on the side here looking and encouraging his team.
Okay, it's going to go past opponent's choice, so they're safe there.
Is it new releases? Yep.
It is new releases.
New releases. Okay, so now new releases, and Bateman and Dagnino gear up to try to take the lead here or tie. They just don't want to be down.
What does new releases constitute? Like, what are we talking? 17,
We are
18?
estimating that new releases is the last 12 to 18 months, but that is not
Give or
a
take.
That's all
hard
I'm
and fast
asking
law.
for. Thank you.
Okay.
You are welcome.
You're
And your first question
welcome.
of a slate of 6. In Mission Impossible Fallout, who plays CIA assassin Walker?
Henry Cavill.
You guys just got Courtney Cox.
Yeah, this movie came out like 6 months ago.
It's new releases. Is the
5,
category.
4, 3, 2.
Henry Cavill.
It is in fact Henry Cavill.
No mustache. Oh, no. Mustache, yes.
It is in fact Henry Cavill
Somewhere
for 2
Mark and
points.
Draco's really
Your next
happy.
question. In the 2018 film Skyscraper, the highly advanced building that becomes the site of an intense hostage situation is named after what precious gemstone?
The Emerald?
5, 4,
Not
3,
not entirely sure.
2, 1.
The Pearl.
It is, in fact, the Pearl. It's also a great John Steinbeck novel. 2
And
more
a
points,
great
and they're
ship
within 3.
that a
Your
captain
next question. This will bring you to the
of a
halfway point
pirate
in this round.
once-
Who plays Ted Kennedy in the drama Chappaquiddick?
Chappaquiddick. Chappagooka. Great googly moogly.
4, 3, 2.
Jason Clark.
It is, in fact,
Correct.
Jason Clark.
Ben Bateman hasn't missed. Yeah.
Ben Bateman really carrying the team right now.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
How many points
How does
you
he
spent
know
the
that?
first
You know,
round?
you hear me
We're
whispering
taking
in
our
his ear?
time. We're
Here we
talking
go.
about it.
Here we go.
I did say
Bringing
Matt.
my guy down for it.
In his
Your
defense,
next
I did say
question.
Matt Damon, but that's
And
fine.
this one may actually favor Dagnino's background. Which of New York City's boroughs is chosen as the location of the new founding fathers of America's initial social experiment in the 2018 film The First Purge?
Not many to choose from.
5, 4,
Let's say Manhattan.
2.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, the Bronx?
Of course.
B, Staten Island? C,
The only
Queens,
one that's not
or
on
D, Brooklyn?
Let's say the Bronx.
D, Brooklyn?
That is incorrect for the steal, Guy McWeeny.
B, Staten Island?
It is
Correct.
Staten Island.
And they go up by 1 more point. It's a big steal.
It's like
there.
5 boroughs, and I say the only one that's not on there. How wonderful.
I should have said that. It's
All
not
right,
bad to
gentlemen.
eradicate Staten
Back
Island.
to you.
Just
Your
kidding, everybody.
penultimate question in round number 2 in your category of new releases in Avengers Infinity War. Who was the first hero that we saw turn to dust after The snap.
That was Winter Soldier. Or Bucky, whatever you want to call him.
5, 4.
We'll call him Dad.
2.
Repeat the question.
In Avengers Infinity War.
That's our last one?
Yep.
Okay.
In Avengers Infinity War, who was the first hero that we saw turn to dust after the snap?
Yeah, it's Winter Soldier.
5, 4, 3.
Okay.
2.
Black Panther?
Nope.
That is incorrect for the steal.
2-point steal if they get it.
This could
Winter
be
Soldier.
huge, Christian.
I think it's Bucky.
Yep.
That's correct.
Wow, what
2-point steal. Huge steal here. 4-point lead, and here is our last question here.
Our last
We went to
question.
multiple choice. No, we didn't go to multiple choice.
No, you
Did not do multiple choice. That was a 2-point valued question.
Shit.
And
You
now
forgot the
table has
rules.
been set for Bateman and Dagnino's last question in round number 2.
Oh, they got one more.
In the world of new releases,
Didn't
your
even
question
even
is,
realize that.
what NBA All-Star player stars as the titular
Kyrie
legendary
Irving.
street baller Uncle Drew in the 2018 film Uncle Drew?
Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah, exactly. Kyrie Irving.
From Duke,
All
now
right.
playing for the Celtics, it
So
is Kyrie Irving.
Look at this. It is 2-point favoring now Guy and McQueen as we get into round number 3.
Boy,
Wow.
Great
this is
googly
everything
moogly.
that- Look, you have all the preamble, you have all the shouting, all the teammate switching, but at the end of the day, you want a good match. That's what the kids are getting right now.
So far, all right. So Mark, round number 3, set that up.
In round number
Set it up.
Sir, your wish is my command.
Yes,
In round
Sahib.
number 3, each team is going to give us a series of numbers. We need 3 numbers. They can range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different movie trivia Schmoedown category up here at the answer desk. The first question here is worth 2 points. Next one, 3 points. Last one is 5 points. Because this is the team division, here's how it works. We're going to tell you the category of your 2-point question, and at that point, the team must decide who is going to answer that question solo. You may not confer with your teammate on either the 2-point or the 3-point question. The opposite teammate is going to answer the 3-pointer. You may only confer with your teammate for the 5-point question. Should we make it that far? Back to you, Christian.
All right, guys. So because we have McQueen and Guy, who are now in the lead, you guys please choose 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
I think we'll go with 7, 10, and 13.
7, 10, and
Didn't
13.
even consult.
And then for Bateman and Dagnino.
He's the leader. He calls the shots.
We're going to go 3, 12, 17.
3, 12, 17. All right, so Dagnino and Bateman will be up first with category number 3, which is
modern classics. These are modern
Yay, we finally get a modern classic
classic
question.
movies that were made in a more modern age. Who wants to take it?
I'm going to go ahead
He's
and
going to go
take
for
that,
it.
yeah.
There it is.
Okay, a very confident Finstock saying he's going to answer.
Modern classic, so like made in the 2000s?
All right, Mr. Dagnino.
Maybe. Never know.
just showing you.
Dear God. All right, Mr. Dagnino. In the world of modern classics, who directed Boogie Nights?
Oh, he should know this.
Really? It's my favorite movie of all time.
God damn it.
I actually worked with Meyer Rudolph the other day. It's
5.
PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Give him 2 points.
That's correct.
And we're tied.
All right.
That does seem like a movie down his
Now we
boulevard.
hit number 7. Now we hit number 7, which is going to be 90s movies.
Well, they know that, one
Tailor
pretty
made
well,
for
huh?
me.
I'll take it.
That's going to be Andrew Guy. All right, Andrew Guy. In the 1994's animated The Lion King, who is the voice
Matthew
of
Broderick.
adult Simba?
Jonathan Taylor
Oh,
Thomas.
no.
Correct. That's the younger
No.
version. Matthew Broderick is the
Ow.
adult version.
Ow.
Broderick.
I thought it was James
Andrew
Whispering that
Guy, how could you?
Super number 10. Now we go over to Bateman and Dagnino.
All
Oh.
right, gentlemen, for your 3-point question to take a 3-point
That was
lead.
a crucial
This one, by
mistake.
default, is going to go to the white-jacketed Ben Bateman, and it's from the world of the 2010s.
When is that going to be a wedge?
The 2010s, and your question is, who plays the brilliant but volatile method actor Mike Shiner in the film
I don't know.
Birdman?
Let's say Guy Pearce.
Can we repeat that?
5, none. 4,
And you know the
3.
answer, too.
2, 1.
Edward Norton.
Wow. 3 points. That's it.
What a staller.
Now we go.
What a
In order to
kidder
tie
he
the game
is.
up, McQueenie needs to hit his 3. If he does, it bounces back to Bateman and Dagnino, who will try to answer their 5. 3-pointer here for Drew McQueenie. Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore.
Same first name, Christian. Interesting to note.
Drew, and Drew. It's the Drew Show.
Who stars as Bliss Cavender, a Texas teen who transforms from beauty pageant contestant to roller derby star in 2009's Whip It?
Ellen Page.
Correct. Tie game.
Very nice, Drew.
Like
On Drew.
Answer. Long before you finish reading the question, that's how confident
So
he is.
a tie game we have, and now Batemen and
Would have been nice if it was
Dagnino
another
trying
Drew.
to take the lead. Try to take the lead here with their 5-pointer.
All right, and Christian, one just shudders at the prospect of overtime. I know the fans want it, but my God.
I know.
I don't think we can bear another overtime. It's been too many.
So, Dagnino or Tom, whoever, Ben, you guys are allowed to confer for your 5-point question. And you chose number 17, the number of Doug Williams. That corresponds up here to
It's always about
fantasy,
Redskins, isn't it?
science fiction.
You know, Andrew, if you want to apologize before we beat you, he's in the middle of reading your question.
Fantasy, sci-fi. Ben, Tom, your question is, in the film Galaxy Quest, what is the name of the mysterious device that can rearrange matter to go back in time 13 seconds?
5, 4, 3.
What's 13?
2.
Grakdar's hammer.
Incorrect. Looking for Omega 13.
Omega 13, God. I remember I had 13 in it. Oh.
If they miss the 5, we go into sudden death.
I'm ashamed of myself for missing that. I should have known that.
All right. Here we go.
So they selected number 13, right, for their
number
5-point
13,
question?
guys. You guys can confer and can win the game here if you hit this. You have 2 repeats left. You have 2 repeats left. All right, here we go. Category is Steven Spielberg. Which famous actress filmed her final role opposite Richard Dreyfuss in 1989's Always?
The enchanting and incomparable Audrey Hepburn.
Everybody knew it. They walking off the set. Hey, Drew. Fistbump. Boom. Explode.
Robert Meyer Burnett seems to be taking a lot of credit for this win.
Andrew Ghai gets to choose where they play.
Oh, what? Guy, you're my friend. Why you flip me off? You're so mean. You're so mean.
Such an incredible matchup. You don't know what you're going to get. We didn't know who was going to be competing. We thought we had one slate. We got an entirely different one. But at the end of the day, Christian, what do we always want? We want a
damn shame.
That is certainly what we got. Batemen and Dagnino, they played very well together. I thought they were complementary.
Yeah, they did.
Batemen shouldering the bulk of the load, especially in round 1, having a perfect match. But Tom Dagnino coming in to help when he needed him. Burnett, McWeenie and Ghai, just too strong.
Yeah, they fooled everybody with that one. But I feel bad for only one person.
Oh, I know.
Jen Stern.
Oh dear. Poor Jen.
Here we go.
Good luck.
Thanks for the vote of confidence out there, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm going to need all the help I can get right now. Guys, I'm pretty sure you're wishing you had an Omega 13 right about now.
You know, Jen, he thinks he got to me with that win, but he doesn't realize all I wanted to do was play him in the first place. So I don't really have a whole lot to say here, but I'm looking forward to kicking that guy's ass.
What were you guys thinking when they pulled that switch on you before the match started?
I mean, I wanted to play the pyro moron, triple first name loser, you know, who burnt an iconic mask. McWeenie's a legend. He's a champion. To switch that out, I had a problem with it at first, but Ben calmed me down. You know, and we gave our heart, you know, we gave it our all, and we took him down to the last question. I blew a couple. I knew along came a spider. I thought, you know, the commissioner or whatever he calls himself now's counts was a little quick on the 5s. It caused us to burn all 3 of our JTE rules, which was a disaster. But I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
No, doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Oh, but despite that, Ben, that was one of the best matches I think I've seen you play in a while. Honestly, you played lights out despite having that, you know, crappy steal from them in the second round that really hurt you. What is this newfound energy that you have with Riley? You know, is that going to be carrying you guys forward into the Chicago match? Like, you guys are going to be playing in front of a sold-out crowd on April 13th. Is this going to get in your head at all?
Riley's a legend, okay? He's on Mount Rushmore, and I'm lucky enough to play with somebody with class, a true champion who's taught me a lot about this game. There's no way I'm going to get nervous on that stage. I was born to compete. I was born to perform, and I was proud of my performance today. Look, it was a sham of a match anyway. We knew it from the second the Godfather walked in. We weren't supposed to win that match. Everybody can see that, but it doesn't matter. The whole point here, once again, is that I get to embarrass that clown Andrew Ghai, and luckily it'll be in front of a crowd of people, I hope.
Yeah, he missed some really easy questions. So did I, though. You know, the crazy part about it is here.
Tell me.
I was, trying to become friends with Emma Fife here, and now she doesn't let this guy Drew McWeeny come in play for the, for this match when I wanted to play the pyromaniac idiot. Clearly, I'm gonna have a bone to pick with her as well. So I'm calling something later with Harloff and Emma, and we're going to be sitting down drinking a little bit and talking about what happened here today.
Sure. But I think that the big thing that's going to happen from this match now is obviously you've got to wait now and see what Andrew wants to do, because now he gets to choose the venue of your match and the stipulations. You aren't at all concerned about this.
He's going to put himself in the best position to shine, because that's what that guy does. But the rub is he's going to lose when he puts himself in that position to shine, which means in the end I'm going to come out on top, as I always will when I deal with somebody of lesser power, lesser character like him. That's really all I have to say, though. The last thing, nothing about Andrew. I'm going to dedicate this next win to Cal the Schmoedown, my man, Mark Riley.
Thanks, buddy. Tell him what you would have did in this match.
Oh, this match.
He would have played better than you.
That's obvious.
Let's just put it this way: if I was playing in that match with Batemen, we would have both had a perfect round. I knew those questions as well, and would have pulled that Omega 13 out of Galaxy Quest. So we're dangerous. That's the one thing that you can take away from this.
Well, tough loss today, guys, but I'm really curious to see what Andrew's got in his pocket for this next match.
Oh, jeez.
Oh! Guys, I'm back with your...
Oh, Miss Sturger, hang on a second. This, my friends, did I not say, this is the future. I took Dagnino's mask, I took his Modelo, and we are family. And I have my brothers and me. We are the future. Who's the boss? Who cares?
Yeah, how have you not had a stroke yet? Oh, guys, that was a pretty great match, I gotta say. When did you decide to pull the switch? What happened there?
Wait, whoa. Excuse me, Jessica. First of all, there was no switch. There was no switch at all, okay? That idiot interrupted me in the middle of me telling him who my manager was and who my partner was. That's what happens when you jump the gun and, make an ass of yourself, Ben. So now that I won, let's let that sink in real quick, boys. That feels good, right?
You do seem to have a rejuvenated energy about you, Guy.
Oh, absolutely. Because I won. And I beat a backstabber. I beat someone who betrayed me. And I get to choose. I get to choose the stipulations for the next match. So you know what? That guy calls Mark Riley a legend. Well, I TKO'd that legend. Let's talk about a real legend. Booker T. Yeah. Booker T, baby. In Houston, in front of 700 people live, I'm going to embarrass you. And when I beat you, guess what? When I beat you, you will no longer be allowed to play in the singles tournament in 2019. Oh, yeah, baby. You get to sit back and watch. Yeah, you like that, Godfather?
I do. I'm here to get some belts, too, and I think we took a nice step tonight.
Yeah,
I told you get the belt.
Yeah, and he would still have the belts if he wasn't betrayed. He wasn't left by someone who thought they were better than him. He is the true champion, and we will be champions. So, you know what, Bateman? I'll see you in Houston, baby. Oh, and if you beat me, which won't happen, I'm just holding your hand at this point. If you beat me, which will not happen, you can pick whatever my next match is. I don't care. You can put 3 people on one. You can have me play Merle again. You can have me do whatever you want. You pick.
McWeeny, I gotta ask you, the fans want to know, you've accomplished so much in this league. You're such a staple in this league. Why are you doing this?
Whoa. Have some respect. He doesn't need to answer a ridiculous question like that. You know what? We just showed you. We're out.
Christian, we have some Purell around here, right?
Well, how about that? Andrew Ghai throwing down the hammer has challenged Ben Bateman to a May showdown in Houston in a live event in Booker T's wrestling ring. That's
Unreal.
right. Booker T's wrestling
It's like they
arena
knew that was
will
going to
house
happen.
Ghai versus Batemen, and I got a surprise for you. Those tickets are on sale right now.
All
because
right.
Ghai
Gonna go.
versus
Check
Batemen.
that out. The Schmoedownlive.com.
But the stipulation inside of the singles match, Ghai was being very generous. Ghai said if Bateman happens to beat him, he can choose his next singles opponent.
Wow.
But if Bateman loses, Bateman will not be able to compete in this year's Ultimate Schmoedown singles tournament.
That is a hefty price to pay. You already have the incredible aura of a live crowd in Booker T's wrestling arena for Houston. We have that booked. Did we make phone calls?
We have
Tickets
it.
are
Ha!
on sale. The Schmoedown
How did that
Live.com.
happen?
This is going to be, I mean, if you needed more of a reason, if you live in the Houston area, hell, if you live anywhere
Houston,
in the world,
Houston,
this is why
Houston.
you're flying in for that match.
Ghai and Bateman have already delivered on the promise. Ghai takes the first battle, and he really pulled a quick one here. He brings in his partner, Drew McWeeny, and they are now 1-0 and have put themselves now in the team division. They are 1-0 as they move up in the ranks, and now you have Ghai versus Bateman in Houston. What a battle it was. So much happening. If you want to get tickets to anything that we are doing, whether it is the free-for-all, that's right, 35 competitors
40.
going for
40.
a shot if they win a shot at any championship of their choosing. Last person standing, it is going to be downtown LA at the Globe. You can get your tickets now, the Schmoedownlive.com. Chicago, April 13th. Get your tickets, and obviously May, and we have the date, May 18th. Ghai versus Bateman in a stipulation match in Booker T's Arena in Houston, Texas.
Just making sure I am, in fact, free for that. That is going to be one exciting match partner. Like you said, Chicago, here in downtown Los Angeles, anywhere you want to go, the Schmoedownlive.com, TriviaSD.com, or MarkEllisLive.com. You can get tickets anywhere you want. Just make sure you're there in person. You do not want to miss it. Good match today, partner.
Great match. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the patrons. If you aren't joined, please go ahead and sign up and check it out today over on patreon.com/Schmoedown. We have a tier there where we guarantee that will fit your liking. Go over, check it out, and make sure you go over to the website, TriviaSD.com. Keep up with all the rankings, the schedule. Go to the Facebook group. Check it all and check out the Schmoedown Rundown that is on this channel every single Saturday to recap all the madness that you saw. Former partner Mark
Rundown
Ellis,
was a
I'm
very
Chris
good
Sharloff.
episode
For
this
everybody
week.
in studio, we'll see you next time.
We could do a Chill Factor intro. It's a little obscure. I can get you Skeet Ulrich, but I think Cuba is out of town. Hang on a second, I need a hand here. Hey, can you get me Cuba Gooding Jr.? Yeah, no, there's no Cuba Gooding Jr. We're gonna have to. I'll call you back.
Put this away. I need you to understand something. You and I, we are representatives. We're diplomats, if you will, for a different kind of Schmoedown, a more respectful Schmoedown, a more academic Schmoedown, a more rigid and intellectual Schmoedown. And it is disastrous to me to see a competitor of such promise.
Oh, thank you.
Capable of bringing enlightenment and knowledge to the youth of the Schmoedown.
Thank you.
It's not all complimentary. To see someone like that wasting your time on this buffoonistry, chicanery, shenaniganism.
You and me, we are the reigning film snobs here at the Schmoedown. And you are feuding. You are feuding with me. You are feudy, and I am feud back. And together we feud, and together we will fight.
I'm attempting to have a reasonable back and forth. You are turning this into a feud, into a rivalry, into an argument.
You're dismissed.
No, that's my phrase. I say that you're dismissed.
It's my office, and it's Miss Movie's catchphrase, by the way. So get out.
True that.
Get out. Get out. I'm serious. I'm serious. Go.
I'm
Go.
leaving, but not
Go.
because you dismissed
Go.
me.
Go.
I'm dismissing myself.
Go.
I
Go.
dismiss myself.
He's lucky he's got tenure.
Thank you, everybody involved. Just gotta poke the bear a little bit more for this Bibiani Lon Harris match that I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. The match actually was very, very good, considering a lot of people kind of saw that coming. But even then, Ben Bateman, he kind of carried that match into being a very competitive and very back and forth. Ultimately, though, I think the better team did prevail, which is unfortunate. But yes, so now we've got another live event. This time in Houston, where the Team Action Civil War will take place. Maybe the final encounter, but who knows? So yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see who comes out on top. the stipulations that have been put out, very intriguing. So very much looking forward to seeing what's going to happen there and all of the matches that will come. So that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Always watch their content first. It's the right thing to do. Follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1. I post all my reactions to that channel. Follow the Facebook page. Follow the Twitter page at the Schmoedown. Follow the official website, as they alluded to, triviasd.com. Join the Discord page. They have made a Discord page for the Patreon users. If you wish to join, you can do that. And if you can, become a Patreon user. It will allow you access to the Discord chat and lots of great tiers, as they alluded to. But until next time, this is JTH. Thank you for watching. And until then, I bid you adieu.